Plans called for the march to start and to finish at car parks in Roman Catholic districts of the town. No problem there, nor along the greater part of the route, which is also Catholic territory. But there was a detour planned of about 300 yards over the Sugar Island Bridge and through the heart of the Protestant quarter. And this, while scarcely embattled in any but an historical sense, was the likely flashpoint, if any. And such were the hazards of the situation in a town with a police force of only 30 men, that a great deal depended on the government's decision, their ability to enforce it, and the likely response of the civil rights marchers, led by a local schoolmaster, Mr. Tom Key.
How would you react to a government ban on this march?
We've already made our position very clear on this. At the beginning of the week, we decided at committee that we would go ahead with the march, whether banned or not.
And communicated to the district inspector our views on the situation. I asked him to let this peaceful procession proceed along our original route in the name of the people of Newry. And he replied that under the powers vested in him by the Public Order Act, Section 2, that this march could not proceed along that route, and that we could not be allowed, therefore, to go through.
We go to
Do your duty, sir. Get there, men up. Get them there. Hold them up there.
Extreme elements, whose aim was to provoke a reaction from the Royal Ulster Constabulary, were amongst the marchers, in huge numbers. For this end, they led an attack on the police lines, demanding they be permitted to enter the small Unionist area. The only thing between the huge crowds of Irish nationalists and Republicans and the small Unionist area were the Royal Ulster Constabulary, who held the rioters back, whilst being heavily outnumbered. The scene you are witnessing was the so-called Civil Rights March in Newry in 1969. This march provided perfect cover for extreme Republicans, whose aim it was to destabilize Northern Ireland. We would ask everyone who watches this documentary to put yourself in the shoes of the Royal Ulster Constabulary being attacked by a huge crowd, having no option other than to stand their ground in protection of people and property.